Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba. Jonathan Majors has just revealed he thinks his domestic assault case and the coverage surrounding it has hindered his chances of ever winning an Oscar, particularly for his latest film, Magazine Dreams, which he's currently promoting. While being interviewed for Generation Iron Fitness and Bodybuilding Network, one of the co-hosts of the show noted the critical acclaim Majors has received for his performance as Killian Maddox in Magazine Dreams, including a Sundance Award. The host would then follow the question up by asking if he thinks about awards and any types of recognition. Majors would go on to say that's something he doesn't think about.
And I've got people on my team that can think about those things if they present themselves, like, let's be honest about it, right? Like, again, we told the viewers we're all buddies here, right? So like, let's be honest, right? The shit I went through, the way that I hit the press, the way I was dragged, the things I've had to deal with and heal from and all that, that's completely, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate the hustle. I appreciate the love, but I'm a part of the Academy. And I can tell you right now, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it. You know what I mean? What a beautiful space to be in when that was never my objective. You know what I mean? Imagine the heartache if it had been like, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Though I love hearing people talk about it, like, whoa, Jay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because guess what? It's out there now. And now, to the end of time, or until AI completely rewrites all our shit.
The thought of Majors not being nominated for an Oscar or other types of awards may be disappointing to hardcore fans, especially considering once Majors was charged, there were some who thought he could still take home awards and be celebrated as a part of a comeback tour. Now, if you remember, Majors was found guilty of third-degree assault and second-degree harassment back in December 2023 for his domestic assault incident with ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari earlier that year. Majors was sentenced to probation in the case. Now, in the recent weeks, an audio recording has just resurfaced featuring Majors seemingly admitting to putting his hands on his ex during an argument. When he was asked about this recent admission, Majors would say he's still doing the work without going into complete detail about that incident. Majors letting go of any hope for an Academy Award has fans recalling Will Smith's treatment after he slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars back in 2022. During a recent Drink Champs interview, Smith spoke on reaching out to fellow artists for features on his new album, based on a true story, released last month. Smith would reveal several artists turned down a chance to be on his new album. Smith said he thinks it's due to the controversy surrounding the slap. Smith said that was a humbling experience for him because when he used to call his peers, they would always pick up. Many have pointed out the way Smith was treated by Hollywood and his peers after he slapped Chris Rock is similar to how Jonathan Majors is now being treated after his incident. Several social media users would provide their opinions in the comment section of Baller Alert's Instagram post who would cover the story. One user still kept hope alive for Majors recovering his own career. They would go on to write, "It's going to take him years for that blemish to be in the distant memory of the Oscar world. He has time and he will recover, so as long as he stays the course and doesn't slip up again." Hopefully he views it that way too, which I believe he will. Another social media user would say, "I mean, pale men beat on their women and still won an Oscar, but I get what he's saying." While one more would suggest there's more important things than winning an Oscar for Majors. They wrote, "I'm sure he doesn't care about an Oscar. He has his freedom." So what do you guys think about Jonathan Majors shutting down the possibility of ever winning an Oscar for Magazine Dreams due to his past controversies? Do you think he will ever have a chance to redeem himself fully? Let's talk about it more in the comments below, and stay up to date for the latest news in comedy, culture, and sports by subscribing here to our network and follow Hype Plus across all social media. And if you enjoyed this story, you can always send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.